Good evening, everyone. This is Jean. I'm here in Upcaloo Falls, about to take on the level 70 Summoner job quest. However, before I get started, let me give you a little bit of a disclaimer. Last night and a few nights, I think this has been going on for a couple of nights. Of course, there have been server issues. And there were a lot of them last night, and in the middle of my recording, that happened again. So, needless to say, I got pretty frustrated and I just stopped recording. So I'm going to try again tonight and pray that I don't DC in the middle of it. If I do, hopefully I'm a good enough editor to where you won't even be able to tell. So let's get started, okay? That looks like a wind-up Ramu. I don't know what that is. An art for the living. Ymitra is ready to depart for Azizla. I've learned all there is to be learned about the research facility. The time has come to make our move. From what my sister and her colleagues have told me, the laboratories are housed in an extremely dangerous quadrant of Azizla. We'll not want to wander around inviting trouble, but rather plot the swiftest and safest route to our destination. There should be a terminal somewhere that will allow us to pinpoint the section where Sari's research is being stored. Once we arrive on Azizla, finding such a terminal will be our highest priority. I've informed Captain Wolf of our forthcoming expedition. He insisted that he and his summoner squad provide us with support. Let us make ready and meet them at Helix. Alright, so off to Helix. What the heck? Excuse me. That little minion looked like it was trying to photobomb me. I don't know. Alright. So, we go up here. Excuse me. Hell, the gang's all here. Azizla is even more fantastical than I had imagined, but we mustn't let ourselves be distracted by the scenery. We should fan out and search for a control panel of some description. And we can use that to plan the simplest route to our objective, yes? Aye, then we plunge ahead, swift and sure, and bring an end to this bastard clone. Excuse me. That is my intention. 'Tis important to note, however, that we have yet to determine if our enemy is truly a clone or not. Sorry, I am so sorry. My voice is just... Even an artificial copy would appear as a living, breathing being. The man you fought on Seal Rock seemed almost otherworldly. I'm inclined to agree with you, Ymitra, but no matter what he is, we need to slay him to lift Prince Seal. The job remains the same. True enough. Then we should first focus on finding that terminal. Bryce, if you would, pray search around the base of the Warring Triad statues. Keep your guard up. If Sari knows we're coming, he may have prepared a welcome. Excuse me. Alright. This lovely area. and as you can see, that little purple circle indicates we're gonna have visitors. So, let's do a couple of things here really quick. Not that I'll probably need that. This should be over in just a moment. There we go. That was simple enough. Alright, let's activate this terminal. I predicted you would be the first to find me. A lesser summoner would have been slain. Bryce! Sari's clone, it's here! Clone? Ah, you seek to explain my existence. An understandable theory, but I am far more than one of those clumsy creations. You had best abandon this flawed perception, lest it lead you down the path to failure. I shall await you inside, Potential. You will pass my test, your true final challenge, or you will die never knowing what I truly am. Doll's teeth, he's gone again. Did you see that, Bryce? The way he vanished? 'Tis akin to the dismissal of a summoned entity. So you're saying he's some sort of eggy? One what's wearing Sari's face? But how can he look so solid and, well, alive? With the aid of a computational machine, it would be theoretically possible to reconstruct Aether into a near-perfect replica of Sari's corporeal form. He was summoned using a machine? Correct. Master Sari's research developed mechanical substitutes for grimoires. In fact, the lieutenant is standing in front of one. This thing, eh? It looks a bit like them tumulus on Sil Rock, only they was much bigger. Gods, can the bugger pop up anywhere that there's one of these devices? I think we can safely assume that this Sari is the product of enhanced summoning magic. But our answer leaves us with yet another question. If Sari is the Eggy, then who is the summoner? Even if the grimoire is replaced by a machine, there must still exist the one who commands it. We've got to find the master then. If we don't squash the summoner, the bastard will just bring the Sari Eggy back again and again and again. Whomever the bastard may be, he or she must be concealed somewhere nearby. An entity will always be summoned within a certain distance of the summoner. Even machine-enhanced techniques cannot circumvent this basic principle. That our antagonist chose not to make an appearance on Sil Rock suggests a reluctance to expose oneself to direct harm. In this location, however, with so many computational devices near to hand, I expect the foe's art will be significantly bolstered. So the Eggy will be even stronger than last time? All the more reason to take down this summoner quickly before we're swamped by ethereal horrors. Well, I've brought a little device that should help, an aetherometer I borrowed from my sister Stola. If I can detect the correct currents, it should lead us straight to our hidden enemy. Excellent, Yamitra. That may make all the difference. Right. Let's be about this then. Summoner Squad, take the van and clear the way forward. excuse me. Aye, we've been waiting for the chance to prove ourselves. Ye just focus on finding the summoner and we'll sweep aside the dregs. Alright. It's go time, people. Here we go. Ready for round 2, Bryce? The terminal has provided us with a direct route to the research storage chamber. We're going to rip through this facility and take Sari's clone apart. It is an ethereal entity, Captain Wolf, not a clone. And I must point out that your true objective is the summoner rather than the servant. Right, I knew that. As we planned then. Summoner squad front and center. Carve Bryce a path through. Aye, Captain. Yumitra, you're in charge of finding whoever's pulling this imposter Sari's strings. Let's go. Duty calls. Commence battle for an art for the living. If your level is above 70, it will be synced. Here goes nothing. Wonderful. You've done well to make it this far. The summoner has to be around here somewhere. Yumitra, use your gadget. I'll buy you some time. We came here to remove the seal you put on Principia. Do as we ask, and this can all end peacefully. I'm sorry, Captain, but I am afraid I can't do that. To do so would run contrary to the purpose for which I was created. Surely by now you have come to realize my true nature. You are an Eggy in the form of my creator, an existence made possible through a fusion of summoning magic and ether-chemical technology. But while Master Sari was the last of the great summoners of Alag, you are not more than an elaborate imitation, and you are no match for the summoner who now stands before you. Very good, but your conjecture has missed the mark. What I am is a defense mechanism that is capable of self-enhancement in order to combat ever greater threats. Shall I phrase this in simple terms? In the event that I encounter a presence with greater potential than Sari, I am compelled to harness that potential through main force and compose its ether into a new guardian entity. You mean to kill Bryce and make an Eggy of the Warrior of Light? Have we reached an understanding? A peaceful conclusion to this encounter was never forthcoming. His reasoning has broken down. Your deeds have saved countless lives and will continue to do so. How can one justify killing you, Master, when you embody the very principle for which summoning magic was invented? Yumitra, any luck finding that summoner? I've just finished tracing the threads. The camouflage is impressive, but I am still shocked that we missed something of that size. Our true enemy is up there. You'll recognize that if you've done Burning Coil. How observant of you. You have uncovered Master Sari's greatest masterpiece, an artificially sentient evocation matrix. The complexity of my design simply cannot be compared to the primitive principles used in Principia's construction. Wow, that is a tongue twister. Okay. Your defeat is inevitable. Tough talk for an aging machine whose logic channels have obviously rusted with disuse. Master, might you and your companions dispose of this unsightly and unseemly Amalgamation of refuge? He's like, you're damn right. Alright, let's get busy. Another one. No better than that. Nope. Oh, that's right, these landmines. Make sure I avoid those. Summon something else. Forget what it summons right now. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. I guess it has been a minute since I played Bahamut, so I don't remember I've kind of forgotten the... Oh, nerve gas. Shit. Forgot about that. Oh. Good. High voltage sucks. Just make sure that carbuncle is focusing on the node. Yes! Did it. Awesome. We did it, Bryce! We won! I never doubted you, Master. Might I suggest we now exit this unpleasant place? Hell yes! Thank you. Oh, thank goodness. That went better than I thought. Alright, let's talk to everybody. A stunning victory, Bryce. We've won the day, but Captain Wolf wished to stay behind and conduct a thorough search. I told him it was still too dangerous to wander around alone, but the captain is a stubborn man. Not to worry, though. If aught should happen, we'll soon charge off to fight at his side. Captain Wolf will call if he needs us, aye. We should be celebrating here. Does this not mean Prince Sil is now broken? Master success is indeed something to be celebrated. I was not crafted to experience emotion, but I do feel a certain rustle of satisfaction in my pages. Once you've mastered them high and mighty techniques, you'll be stronger than ever. Well, I think I'd rather learn by your example anyway, instead of from musty scrolls written by some long-dead elegant summoner. It is in the hopes of achieving just an outcome that I awoke from my slumber. The art of summoning is for the living, as my creator was once so fond of declaring. Bryce, Prin, let us say our farewells for the moment. Thank you for your aid, everyone. We could not have done this without you. Welcome back, Bryce. You were only meant to face 3 challenges, and we ended up chasing your prize into the heavens themselves. An unexpected development which you handled with exceptional grace, Master. And now, at long last, I can finally bequeath to you the highest secrets of summoning. Pray step forward. What a momentous occasion! The wisdom of the last of Alog's master summoners is yours. Ere you depart to explore your newfound powers, however, Captain Wolf has a report for us. It should explain much of what occurred on Law. Aye, well, I wanted to be sure that machine was truly undone, and after poking around inside it, I discovered a number of soul crystals. According to Principia, they belonged to Sari's disciples. The captain also unearthed a tombstone containing undoctored records of that age. 'Twould seem that following the murder of his students, Sari became increasingly bitter. He began to doubt that the future could safely be entrusted to the capricious whims of mortals. Instead, he explored other methods by which new generations might be safeguarded from the threat of primals, and committed himself to aether-chemical research. As you may have surmised, the evocation matrix was the end result of Master Sari's toil. Drawing on its embedded soul crystals and unrivaled computational power, this terrible invention was capable of manifesting a veritable host of ethereal avatars. Once he was satisfied with his work, Sari commanded the machine to act as civilization's mightiest guardian, and then he killed himself. His ethereal essence was absorbed, and a formidable eggy, was added to his invention's arsenal. So now you know the truth of it. What a price to pay to ensure that the art of summoning survived unto the morrow. After failing to protect his disciples, I wonder if he meant to preserve their soul crystals in their stead. Even if that were his intention, he chose the wrong way to achieve it. I agree. Prin here is the embodiment of the hopeful ideals of Sari's younger self. The murderous machine of his latter years is the product of frustration and anger and grief. Ah, but what shall we do with the crystals? We cannot risk them falling into the hands of another villain like Tristan. If you wish, I could swallow the crystals and hold them safe until another heir has need of them. My enchantments would ensure that they pass only into the hands of the worthy. Swallow? You mean to eat them? Fear not, Captain. I have no digestive tract of which to speak, and now that I have instructed Master in the wisdom of a log, this task shall be the last I perform ere I return to slumber. Wait, so this is farewell? Correct, or mayhap more appropriately, good night. As a familiar, I was not enspelled to experience loneliness. I was, however, written with the knowledge that it is best not to draw out a parting of ways with needless sentimentality. No tears for you then, Apron. Summoning magic was created to combat the threat of primals. The ideal world is one in which I never need awaken. Well the art well, Master. Off to dreamland, just like that. I suppose Prin's purpose is served, and that's the same as happiness to a familiar. Speaking of serving one's purpose, I think it's time I took my leave. Aye, the task of the morrow beckoned to us all. Let us do what we may, so that Prin might rest peacefully for many years to come. And there you have it. And the morrow is breaking right now. Isn't that pretty? You have conquered Principia's challenges and earned the lost wisdom of a log. Action learned, summon Bahamut. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I haven't really had very much difficulty with a lot of these job quests, except for the ninja one, but I won't get into that again. But here is the instructions on how to go from the Dreadworm trance to summoning Bahamut. So, I'm pretty sure you've all seen people do this, and I'm not going to bother doing it. So, but what I will do is try on the summoning outfit, just so you guys can see it. And here it is, the Chandler's Attire Coffer. Now they've made it to where you can open it inside of a city. So, let's try everything on real quick. Alright. Alright, where is the... Alright. So there's the outfit. It's not exactly his style, unfortunately. So, I don't think he'll be keeping it. And in case you're wondering where I got that book, it's glamored over the actual book I'm using, but that came from the Palace of the Dead. Somewhere between floors 150 to 175, I think. But yeah, so I was quite excited to get that. But yeah. So I'm going to change back to the outfit I had on. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Alright. But yeah, that is it for now until the next set of summoner quests come about, which hopefully that won't be for quite some time because leveling 10 levels is a bit of a chore. So, but I do hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for joining me. So until next time, this is Jean signing off. Have a good night.